Yeah? Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I am a second year PhD student in History and African American Studies at Yale. And today I'm going to take you along for a little day in my life. I am doing a bunch of prep for the upcoming semester in order to get prepared. I'm going to be looking at my classes, getting my Notion set up. I'm going to be doing a little deep cleaning of my apartment. And I'm also going to be sharing some new pieces that I got for my apartment from Desenio. As we head into the new school year, I wanted to make sure that I had a space that I was excited to be in. And even though I'm moving in 2 months, which I talked about in a recent vlog, I wanted to make sure that I also had the pieces that I really wanted for the new space. I've been working with my friend Chloe on the interior design for my new apartment, and she actually helped me pick the prints that I ended up getting from Desenio, who is the sponsor of today's video. So I'm going to quickly show you guys the changes in my apartment, and then we're going to go ahead and get into some prep for the upcoming semester. All right, so the first piece I actually picked up is in my bathroom. I didn't have any art in here before, but I wanted something really simple, and I just absolutely love this abstract drawing of a female figure. I have other art pieces from Desenio in my living room that also have that kind of abstract line structure, and when I move into my new apartment, we wanted to get this piece for the bathroom and also use the other two pieces that are currently in my living room. So these are the two other art pieces that I was talking about. This one, which is another female figure form, as well as this female figure with the face. So I wanted to get these three pieces to put together in the bathroom because we're changing up the general kind of color scheme of my apartment in the new space, but these are neutral and really beautiful, so I wanted to put them in the bathroom. All right, so I had a very specific plan for what I was gonna do with these, but I ended up putting them on this console table instead because I just love the way it looks in the back of my videos. Originally, I was going to put it up above my desk, but I just love the way it looks right here. I got this floral print in a Hendrick's gin bottle. I just think it's one, really elegant while also being a little kind of vintage and fun. And then this one is actually a print of New Haven. Sorry, there's a glare, but I wanted something to kind of capture my time in Yale, in New Haven rather, and I am changing up the color scheme of my new apartment, like I said, so I wanted something that was green so that it would work in the new space. And I also love that there's little touches of green with the flowers so that this can still work in the new space, and I'm just so in love with these pieces. I think they're so beautiful. Desenio makes high-end prints at an affordable price point. They also have various frames, boards, and things that you can use in order to customize your art pieces and your space. That way it is all coherent. I also love the frames. They're very solid and very well put together. In the past, I never wanted to invest in the frames of my art pieces, and honestly I used to just print out all of my prints from a printer, but now that I am in my adult years and I'm really trying to curate the space that I'm in and trying to give my videos a very specific feeling, I wanted to make sure that I had frames that were matching the prints and that I was getting high quality artwork that I could keep and that I would want to rotate through various spaces. As I said, I am moving in 2 months, so it might seem odd that I just collected some new art pieces, But like I said, I've been working with Chloe on the interior design project for my new apartment, and we have come up with a concept which includes all of these art pieces, which I'm so excited to show you once it's done and once I move in. So thank you so much to Desenio for sponsoring this video. If you would like a discount on your own art prints that you can use to curate your own space, go ahead and check out the link in my bio and check out their website. They have hundreds of different prints that you can choose from, so that way you can customize your space as you would like. All right, so now that I've shown you a little bit of an update of my apartment, I wanted to show you how I am getting things organized for the upcoming school year. So I'm gonna go ahead and log on to the courses at Yale and try to see if the syllabi have been posted. And then I'm going to try to pull together a list of the books that I need, so that way I can put in an order at the Sterling Library. To begin, I looked through my remaining course requirements and scanned the course offerings for the fall semester. As a joint PhD student, I have to satisfy the requirements for both history and African American studies, which means I do a lot of planning ahead and thinking about which classes may play into my future or current research interests. This semester, I need to satisfy both a social science and literature course for my AFAM requirements and a research course that is out of my typical time period for the history portion of my degree. I start class next week. And I wasn't meant to start class until the following week, but there's an American legal history course being taught at the law school that I really want to take. And they're on an entirely different schedule. So I might have class next week. So that's fun. Oh my Lord. Okay. I'm kind of freaking out right now. I'm about like on the verge of a mental breakdown I was not expecting classes next week. I'm gonna start this out. This is not what I was expecting. So I have a lot of work to do this weekend, guys. After learning the courses started a little sooner than expected, I had a bit of catching up to do. To start, I looked through the course syllabus and began inputting the weekly readings into Notion. Staying organized is a key element in my time management plan, so a step may seem like a lot, but I'll thank myself for it later. All right, so I'm pulling the syllabus into Notion in order to slowly, process the information that I have class next week. And I sent an email to the professor because the enrollment for the graduate school is a day after this class technically starts because it's on the law school's time. So I sent that email. I'm going through the materials. It's a lot of reading, but it's not long readings. It's relatively small pieces of the readings. However, I'm trying to figure out what they mean when they say that we're going to read these books. Like, do they mean that we're going to read all 5 of them? So I will soon find out. So I put something on Instagram talking about the situation, and somebody said, this is so on brand Rory Gilmore. And I completely forgot about that scene of when she finds out that classes start a week earlier than she had imagined.
I wrote the date down wrong.
Well, what date?
This is from Yale. My orientation is Saturday.
Right, next Saturday.
No, this Saturday.
And she's back in Stars Hollow, and they're trying to do all the things to prepare for her to get to move to Yale. And I would say that that is the most accurate description of what I am experiencing at the moment. I don't know what else I would compare it to. This seems to happen to me every single academic school year, that somehow I miss a memo and I suddenly have classes a lot sooner than I thought I did. And I've been planning for this for months, so I don't know how it is that I just didn't know. I mean, I do, because this is on law school's time and I was expecting all my classes to be on graduate school or the Yale College's time. That's where we're at. It's all good. It's gonna work out. I am just trying to get things organized using Notion, and I still have to wait until Monday for all the final syllabi to come up because I still need to satisfy my English or literature and culture requirement. But they just added another class on race, gender, and AI, and that sounds freaking fascinating. I think it should count as my literature class, but we'll see what the DGS says. The day of preparing for the fall semester is going a little bit different than I expected, but I just got an invitation to participate in that law class, so I'm going to go ahead and figure out what that means. I imagine that he received the email and has allowed me to enroll, so that's good news. I just need to plan today and figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, because now I'm a little freaked out. vlog is a lot of me just sitting at my desk trying to figure things out, but that's pretty much what my day has been. I was planning on going out and about, but at the moment I'm just having a little bit of a wee panic about trying to get everything sorted. So the biggest issue that I'm coming across is that I have class on Tuesday. I also found another class that may satisfy my literature requirement, which would mean that I would have class on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which means I need to shift around my accepted schedule. I need to figure out how I'm going to have time for my RA position. I need to plan on all my content. Now that I've been doing brand deals and all those things, which has been lovely, trying to plan everything and make sure that I film it and send it off to my editor. And come on, can we not make noise right now? So planning out the content, when I need to film it, when I need to send it to the editor, whether I needed to edit it, if it needs to be sent off to the brand for approval, if I'm going to make enough time for any possible changes, all of these things I have to take into consideration in order to make sure that everything is good to go. So that is currently what I am trying to figure out and trying to get everything scheduled in a way that makes sense, because I thought my first day of school was going to be September 1st, but now my first day of school is going to be on August 24th, which means that a lot of the back to school content I was planning on filming, I don't have a lot of time to film it. So I'm trying to figure out how to schedule everything, and I'm a little stressed, but I think I have a relative plan. I went and worked out the syllabus and everything. I basically just need to wait till Monday until all of the other syllabi are posted in order to figure out which class I can actually get to count for my literature course. I'm gonna go ahead and email Daphne. I feel like I've emailed the DGS for the AFAM department a million times, and I feel like she's probably gonna get annoyed with me, but I just figure out what classes are gonna work. So I just am going through it and trying to figure out what to do. It's just that kind of day. Welcome to my panic attack. Thanks for joining along the ride. All right, it's been a couple hours. I got a ton of work done trying to get things organized, and now I've decided that Moo and I are gonna get out of the apartment. We're gonna go sit in front of Sterling. I'm going to bring a quilt and we're gonna go hang out because I need to get out of this apartment and I just wanna be on campus. I am so excited to be going back in person, and I was walking around Old Campus yesterday and I just really want to be out on campus doing work. So I am going to pack up my tiny little dog, my computer, and we are gonna go over to the Sterling. It is a little warm outside, so I just changed shirts into something a little bit more comfortable. I am probably gonna get eaten alive by mosquitoes, but it will be worth it. Excursion on campus, and as I predicted, I got eaten alive by mosquitoes, but it was really nice to just be outside. It was so beautiful. Also, there's a bunch of underclassmen that are moving in, and there were a bunch of high school students on tour, so it was nice to be out and about, but it's definitely getting busy here in New Haven. And I went ahead and picked up a boba on my way home. I'm just gonna sit here on the couch and kind of decompress and relax for a second, and then I'm going to get a bunch of work done this evening. I'm so sweaty from being outside. It's really humid. And also there was a hurricane warning that just went out for Sunday, so that should be fun. It says that we need to stock up on any essentials. So that makes me think I should probably order groceries or go get groceries. Anyway, this is just me rambling. This is just me thinking out loud. But I'm gonna go ahead and decompress for a little while and then take a shower, make some dinner, and then continue working this evening. I'm gonna try to get a week ahead on the law school's readings just so I have some semblance of control of what I'm doing. We don't have readings for the first day, but we do have readings for the Thursday class. So if I can get ahead on that, that would be superb. It's not a ton of reading from what I've seen in the packet, but I'm sure it'll get more intense as the weeks go on. I'm gonna go ahead and decompress and I'll check in with you guys later. So Chloe and I have been working together on this Pinterest board for my new apartment. And as I said, the Desenio prints that I showed you earlier today are trying to work into this color scheme. So I'm gonna show you guys like a little sneak peek so that way you can get an idea. So lots of green, as you can see, and lots of beige and neutrals. I am so freaking excited about how this apartment is going to turn out, and the Desenio prints work so perfectly into this mix, so I'm just stoked. So that's the whole board. Obviously very neutral, taking a slightly different take on my space. I don't move until near the end of October, but I am just so excited, and it's just been really fun to work with Chloe and think about all the various kind of interior design projects that we can do, and I'm definitely going to make the space a little bit more my own in the new apartment, just because I always thought that I was only going to live in this apartment for a year, which is what ended up happening. And now I'm thinking that I'll probably stay in that apartment for the remainder of my time here in New Haven before I go ABD, and I may even just sublet it in order to come back after I go do field work, field research in the archives. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I just wanted to show you guys because I'm really excited about it, and I just love the look of it and how all the prints are gonna work together. I'm just really stoked. So I'm gonna go ahead and check in with you guys in a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek. I'm gonna go ahead and keep daydreaming about my new apartment and then actually get back to reality. To the end of today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. This evening I had some dinner, watched some Gilmore Girls, and have just been sitting and getting a little bit of work done for my RA position. We have a meeting on Sunday, so I have to get a couple letters coded in time for that so that we can get a little bit of a status update. Then I've got to get everything else sorted out tomorrow. Thank you all so much for coming along with this little roller coaster of mine. If you enjoyed it, please remember, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. We've got a lot of fun content coming your way, especially with this upcoming school year being in person. So thank you all so much for watching, and also thank you so much to Desenio for sending me the prints as well as for sponsoring today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.